Boom. You know what time it is. Saint LFC, we're back in the place with your boy Saint. What's going on? It's that time, innit? You know, like that. And I couldn't really stand under them pussies backstage, so I locked them all off. Nah, I'm only messing. I'm going to bring them in one by one. Do you know what I mean? See what they got to say in that. First, I'm going to start at home and bring in my co-hosts and that. Do you know what I mean? Because this is how we do. Man like Roms and Ish and that. What you telling me? Talk to me. What's good?
Oh, it's been a bit of a techie week, innit? Still burning, but good news. Thiago and Fab back. We're chasing number 7. It's still a good time. What are you saying, Ish?
You telling me?
Well, I don't. I'm not over Sunday yet, innit? I can't even.
You better be. Hey, listen. Between me and you, before I let these man in, yeah. There is no place for vulnerability. Like we just gotta strap the courage to the sticking place and just keep going because there's certain man in here. Do you know what I mean? Taps, pussies, and that. They're gonna try and corn, man. You know, like that. So, big up everyone that's inside as well. I'm gonna get to you. Let's introduce the gang. You know, like that. Because their season was so mad, I had to bring 2 of them. No, I had to bring 2 of them. Because their season was fucking mad.
Hey, the beaters. One of them couldn't take the beaters.
One of them couldn't take it, bro. So I had to bring 2 of them. And to be very honest with you, if you know as well, yeah, they're 2 very opposing sides of the spectrum. You know, like that. So I had to bring them in. But firstly, shout out my day one. Man, like Niger Englishman and that one touch. Make sure you man are going over there, subscribing and smacking the likes and that. What are you telling me? Oh yeah,
now, my people. Dark Dan from the motherland. You done know. I'm here to hold whatever is in store for me. I'm here for it. But
pause. Cool. All right. Listen. Let's bring it down. Now, look at his face. His face is long, bro. His face is long, bro. What God? Man ain't cracking a smile. Man's face is long, like Arsenal's lost. Like, what's going on, bro?
Stop sending us strays, bro. It's only the start, man. Come on.
No. Seriously, on some real thing. No side. What's good, man? Talk to man. What God?
Outside of football, I'm good, bro.
Outside of football, big up smashing 1K on the channel as well, man. You're doing big things over there. Make sure you man.
Big up. Nah, come on, man. It is what it is. Listen, I told man. Since this guy's come in and I've been proven right, and I could continue to be proven right. It is what it is. Unpopular conversations. I say it as it is what it is, man. I didn't grow up seeing this club being a bum, innit? I saw this club, yeah. In my time, when I grew up here, I'll be real with you, yeah, because I'm real. Liverpool fans couldn't chat to man at that time. When I was in school, we were winning, innit? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, overall, your club is more successful, innit? But I'm not gonna lower my standards now because now the expectancy is to be shit or to be like Tottenham, bro. Like, I grew up seeing Arsenal going to school. You know
that? With no further ado, you know like that. You know like you start the team now. Hey, listen, shout out my dog Nipsey, Rolling Crips, the Rolling 60s. Man's gonna come and get me. That's how he's coming in. That's how he's coming into the Champions League, you know. Man's coming in, bruv, like a crip,
yeah,
you know, like that.
You know what? I was chilling, and then I heard like Tottenham. I was like, the fucking
Spice. You heard Spice. You heard Spice.
I can't believe it. It's been 6 years. Arsenal fans can't chat to us right now. 6 years. 6 years. 6.
I was talking about the history of my club. I'm not saying.
Just chill.
Listen, my club is shit right now. It's been shit for 19 years, but my club's got history. You ain't got nothing, bro.
Tottenham. Hey, let's stop this. We have history.
We'll get into this. Patrick, my dog, how you doing? What's good?
I'm good, man. What's going on? Thank you for having me on there. It's a pleasure. Always a pleasure jamming with you lot. I know I'm gonna have fun with everyone. It's all love. Arsenal boys, you're gonna hold it today. You have to, but it's all love other than that. But yeah, man. Patrick Tyler.
See how I done you? You see how I done you? I niced you, innit?
Yeah, you done me all right, man.
You can really feast, bro.
And Nigel, you've got to get it. You know your crimes. When I was on your stream, the way your boys were going on, it was mental.
So because of my boys, I got to get it. Imagine that.
You were condoning it. They were all fucking. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, and honestly,
thank you. Come on, without a doubt, it's good to have you, man. And
we're
shout
gonna have
out
fun.
Prince Fuad in the building as well, man. Big up. There ain't no salt here, not on my channel. Anyway, it's a little bit of disappointment, but no salt, man, because it's bad for your cholesterol. Man wants to live long, so I got to bring them manx up. Let's start with the champions and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, start this pussy. Let's start with the non-relevant one. Let's start with the non-relevant one. We'll come back to that one. He's a pussy, bro. I said, hey, Daps is on violence today. Yeah, I said that. Like, he's on absolute violence. Let's start with the other one because I know he can't call me my brother.
Hey, don't move on to me because he got you and that. Don't do that. Don't try that. That's not how we started and that. You better flip me off and give me a proper introduction and that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You better remove me.
I said start again.
I hate you. You're pussy too, and I know you can hear me in the background. All right, listen, let's start it. Yeah, well, go on, my G. What's good? Look how they're doing me on the channel. Man, even done housekeeping and you're calling me. What's good?
Listen, you chose last time you had me on. You chose violence. It's fine. I match it with violence, and right now,
man kept the receipt.
It's what it is, man.
Anyway,
listen. Let me just say, firstly, Roms, there's no violence for you. Ish, no violence for you. You lot are cool. Saints, you chose violence, so it's violence, bro. And this is for every single Liverpool fan, yeah, that when you do a combined 11 over Premier League, let me be clear, so everyone doesn't talk about Champions League, we're talking about the Premier League, yeah? So, combined 11 based on Premier League, and all Liverpool fans want to go with 6, 7, 8 Liverpool players. Saints, you're one of them in a combined 11.
I was being truthful.
Cool. 4 Premier League, four Premier Leagues in 5 years, and you think 8 Liverpool man getting sick. Behave yourself, bro. Know yourself. Stick to the Champions League because you are Newcastle. Sorry, not Newcastle. You are Leicester. You are Blackburn. You're them man when it comes to Premier League, bro. So listen, now, if you want to...
All right, yeah, bro, it's nice having you on the channel anyways. Listen, moving on.
Saints, before you brought anyone else in, yeah, and even when you brought them, I get it, bro. You're like proper, like, giving them good introductions. My brother, get them all on your side, bro. They don't want to be on your side.
No, listen. I like them, man. I don't like you right now. Like, look at how you started the team.
I like the way you said right now as well.
No, right now, bro. I don't, because I loved you back then when it was calm. But right now, it's hate right now. Let us win the Champions League. I love you again. It's calm. You can't talk to man. But listen, I'm gonna put all of that aside. That's my brother.
Convenient.
How you doing?
Good, man.
What's good? Congratulations.
I'm good. I've had a mad.
You're all right, yeah.
72 hours, the craziest 72 hours of
emotions.
The
horse from all of the Cuban cigars you've been smoking.
Well, I threw that away. I threw it away. I sparked it, threw it away.
All right. Well, listen, that's as much as you're getting from me now, idiot. Yo, my guy, Flawless, and that he's my guy today. There's no violence because you man are irrelevant.
We always relevant. Don't do that. We always relevant. No matter how bad or how good we are, we always relevant. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And always. You know that I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? Mine is my football team. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like, I like where it's going in it. This season was a write-off, but I already knew it was going to get into that.
Sorry, I didn't get the reference there. What was that?
I was just counting the goals. 9. I can't even fit it in the screen, bro. It's 9.
Wait. What Premier League trophy that was for Liverpool, innit? You know what I'm saying? Well done, innit?
Don't talk trophies. Don't talk trophies.
You lot are supposed to be the big man on campus, innit? You know what I'm saying? To you, I will. If you gonna shoot at me, I'll shoot back, innit? You man are just the great number 2, innit? You man are the best bridesmaid in the history of bridesmaids. You know what I'm saying? And that you man are phenomenal, man. If this is the wait.
You ain't even in the.
We can't get in. Yeah, we can't get in. We're not in it. But yeah, we can't. You know what?
Looking through the stained glass window.
You are 100%. You are 100% right. That is the case, but you still the bridesmaid. I say this. If this is the Fresh Prince, you lot are Carlton Banks in it. You one of the greatest number 2s of all time, man. You one of the greatest number 2s of all time, man. I like it, man.
Everybody look. We all love the Fresh Prince. We all love Carlton, but you man ain't Will, man. You man ain't Will. Say that again. Now we jazz. We get thrown out of the house. You know what I'm saying? We jazz, man. We get thrown out. Now we conflict. We conflict. We conflict. You know what I'm saying? That we conflict. You know what I'm saying? We conflict. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I'm blessed.
Come on, always flawless, always, man. That's why we're here with family, bro. Hey, look at this guy shining. What's going on? Look,
yes, bro. What are you guys saying?
Yo,
this is all this chaos go around. Like, it's weird because our season was just meaty as fuck. Just finished third. Don't have to worry about Arsenal, Spurs. Ain't involved in this little top of the table clash. We're just sitting here, meaty as fuck. But we're here. Big up, everyone.
That's a media suck. Nah, we'll get into that.
He's actually chilling.
He's actually cool. Like, you can't. He's doing the 8 mile. You can't roast, man. Man, do it for myself. Now, listen. Let me get into some housekeeping, and we'll get straight into it. Big up the panel. Come on, like, you know, man's working, and I had to kind of get all of these guys. Please make sure you're going and subscribing to each one of their channels. They're amazing content creators, and all jokes aside, like, we're one YouTube family, man, and we're all supporting each other. Now I'm saying 4 people in here already. Much love. Big up yourselves. Anyone that's gonna watch this on a replay, everyone that's gonna jump in, please do me one favor. Just slap that like button in it. Like, come on, road to 1K. We're really so close. So I beg you, hit that subscribe button, please. All right, housekeeping done and all of that. Let's get onto it, innit? What we're going to do is we're going to go into team reviews, and we're going to let each person talk about their team, and we're all going to pile on and see what go on before we start giving out the awards and all of that. So let's start as you were last in and you had to wait for all of this mayhem in the background. I'm going to start with you, Marcel. What's going on? You already kind of gave us a little inkling of the meatiness, the lukewarm season that was Chelsea's, but do you want to add on to it? Why, perhaps, or do you know what I mean?
That's a good word for it. Like, lots of reasons. Injuries, kind of overhyping our depth, absolute horseshit attack. You guys getting the better of us in 2 fucking penalty shootouts in a row. That also goes into it. And also just being complacent as fuck and throwing away leads. But we still got third because, let's be real, we're the 3rd best team in the league. Our attack means we're nowhere near the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City, but it is what it is. We know where we stand. And Arsenal and Spurs shouldn't have even come near us. The fact that Tottenham finished 3 points behind us just shows how poor this season was for us. But we got 3rd place. We're still world champions. For about 4 more days, we're still champions of Europe. So it's not that bad. It's just the whole of 2022 was fucking terrible for us. And it started with a Chilwell injury, and then we just got a fuck ton of injuries as well. But yeah, it's just, like we said, meaty as fuck. Nothing to really shout about.
Can I ask you? I'll start. Yeah. Do you feel like if Chilwell weren't injured, you lot would have done a lot better than what you had done? Was that because at one time it was we've lost both of our fullbacks. Then obviously Reece come back, and then it's like, you know what I mean? And then it still was fucking media and shit. So I just want to know, like, what's going on? Is mainly the decline of your season down to Chilwell, or because you do play kind of your wing backs are like
yeah. But here's the thing: like we also really overhyped our depth and our attack. And I think for this season, the number 1 aim was closing the gap to Liverpool and City, and we didn't. That's why 3rd place, like, it's still progression, but it doesn't feel like progression, and we still haven't done what we intended to do. I think if we have Chilwell in the squad, we get closer to you guys, but I still don't really think we win the league, in all honesty. Our attack ain't good enough. We create a lot more from the wing backs, but we waste so many chances anyway that we probably would just waste more chances. And you guys, you have better finishers than we do. And the same thing with Man City. So we wouldn't have won the league even with Chilwell.
We do now.
We would have played a lot better. And might have actually won one of the cup finals or something, but it is what it is.
What was your thoughts on the cup finals? I mean, obviously, like, to lose it in that manner, big up my Dark Kelleher as well, like slapping top bins and that. But what was, I mean, we still really ain't beat you in 90 minutes. Like,
that's the thing. Like, I can't be that annoyed at it because we took you to penalties both times, and Klopp still hasn't beaten Tuchel in 90 minutes since he's come into the Premier League. So all the games that we've had, you guys have never really got the better of us. It's just got to penalties, and you guys have done better. And penalties can be based on luck and that. So I don't really know what to make of either of them because we did the best that we could. Like, the Lukaku offside in the first cup final was bullshit, but I also think Chalobah lays that pass off a bit quicker. Lukaku's onside, so it is what it is. It's just it's whatever happens in the situation. But you can't take too much of it. It was 0-0 both games, and we took it to penalties. The only problem is the same problem we've had all season and for the last 4 years. Our attack's shit, and they always waste their chances. We wasted chances in the Carabao Cup final. We wasted about 5 chances in the FA Cup final. We do it every single fucking game. I'm not even surprised by it anymore. But that's what cost us. But that's what I can't even really take that out of the team because I know what to expect from them. They're just shit going forward. So did the best that we could, I guess.
Big up Don Hassan, man. Hey, I think this one for you, Daps. We won competitions you haven't even qualified for. We won it all. We've won it all. I just reading out the comment, boy.
So let me respond. No. I'm coming at all your comments. Let's go, Sam. We'll do this on Thursday. Hassan, you are the loudest Liverpool fan, yeah. But now you want to stop tagging me and all that bullshit, brother. Yeah, listen, everyone who knows me, because I go on a lot of Liverpool channels, I'm respectful to a lot of Liverpool fans, yeah? But you say I'm talking about Liverpool. Rude boy, Hassan, you did watch-alongs for how many Man City games this season, yeah? How many, bro? Like, honestly...
I mean, in all fairness, this is football and he does watch-alongs for a bag of other teams. Let's not do that.
Rightly so. No, we will do
that. Of course, I'm going to let him walk alone. The fuck do you think the slogan means, bro? Come on,
rude, it takes bag of you in here, innit? I know you don't walk alone. We can walk alone. You walk alone.
Bro, and the funny thing was when you were sitting there going, look, no fans. I'm like, are you fucking mad? Like, seriously.
Bro,
listen. That looked like my back garden, rude boy. Like, what's going on?
It didn't. I mean, you can talk loud with your mic louder than everyone. It didn't, did it? And as for if right now you could get every fucking Liverpool fan in here, bring my brother Big Steve and me in here, we'll take out 500 of you. Pause.
You haven't answered the question though.
Yeah.
We have won competitions you are yet to qualify for. I just wanted to know if that was true.
Yeah, Saints. No, because how did I start this off? I started off saying this show is about the Premier League, yeah? So don't go talking about Champions League because anyone that watches me knows when I go on many Liverpool channels, I'm very humble, very respectful. But when man like Saints, yeah, or man like Don Hussam try and be violent, not a problem.
Never.
I will wait till the season is done.
I've been very enigmatic with the loss. Like so, with
but
Chelsea.
Bro, that's fine when you've lost. Be humble when you're winning. Be humble when you're winning.
No. Hold on a second. I was humble.
Be humble when you're losing.
I was humble. People were asking, man. Yo, like Wagwan, and I was just coming at certain fans that was saying, "Oh, I don't know." Like, I'm like, no, I'm saying it with chest. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm a fucking fan, innit? But I'm at the same time when it's you know what I mean. When we've lost, I'm like, yo, big man, come on, well done. The best team won the Premier League at the end of the day, innit? Like, so I can't. There's not much you're gonna hear from me in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Like. And Roms and Ish are the same.
No, you're not the same as Roms. Roms is different to you, bro.
Don't try it. Don't try it. Saint acting like we don't know him. Saint, we know you. Everybody here knows you. You know, we all know you.
So we all know Chelsea. Anyone got anything else they want to say about Chelsea, or we moving on? Do you know what I mean? Oh, look, they're flying it. Okay.
Okay, cool. Let's do this. Who won?
I want to ask you a minute, what's going on with Lukaku? Where do you think? Do you want him gone? After the whole interview incident, what are you saying? You're saying Lukaku, because obviously you was gassed when he landed. Me and you have spoke many a time about him. It was R9, Brazilian, all this stuff. I know all this. I ain't forgot all of this stuff. So yeah, exactly.
R9 has a Scudetto and it ain't that Brazilian fraud. I don't want to hear nothing.
This is what you're saying, isn't it? So
what?
Yeah,
fraud, bro. My guy's got a Scudetto. Where's his? Don't want to hear it, bro. Don't want to hear it. Right, what are we saying?
Yeah. So I'm asking about, you have to stay
already. I can't be asked.
That's why I brought it up, innit? I know. That's why I brought it up. Your thoughts, man? You see him staying? You want him to stay? Talk to me, Lewis.
Flawless. You don't want
Lukaku's our best finisher. Lukaku's our best finisher. I don't give a shit about our poor league.
The bar's low, though, bro.
It's all been confidence based, but he's put it on himself because of that stupid ass interview. But he was good in the first half of the season. He got 2 man of the matches in a row before the interview dropped. The problem is the team doesn't suit him, and we got him too late, and he hasn't had a preseason. I think he deserves a second season, and if it works, then great. If it doesn't work, I'll be on his neck because it'll be his second season. But fact is, he's our better finisher. In about half the minutes, he's outscored everyone else in the Premier League for Chelsea this season. He's done that with a bunch of injuries in the system that doesn't suit him and without a preseason. So to me,
who's your second highest scorer after him?
I think it's Havertz. I think it is, but he's had double the minutes of Lukaku. So Lukaku's done more in less minutes. Fact is, you feed him chances and you feed him quicker from the midfield, he will get you more goals. The problem is the system doesn't suit him right now and he's still adapting to it, which I still think he deserves. This whole Premier League experience thing is a load of bullshit. It's about whether you fit the system first and foremost, and he doesn't fit the Chelsea system, so he needs time to adapt to the system. And fans would have given him more time if it wasn't for the interview. So for me, give him a second season, give him a pre-season with the club, see if we can get something more out of him. If not, then probably sell him. But right now, I don't really think it's fully fair to judge him, even though he's fucked up a lot himself. But it has still been his first season.
One touch.
Lewis, quick. I got two questions. First of all, do you think Lukaku's situation at Chelsea is Tuchel's fault? Because obviously he doesn't play to his strengths, but he spent 100 million on him. That's number one. And number two, I was hearing a bag of Chelsea man tell me that the only guy that can chat to Pep and Klopp is Tuchel, like top 3 in the world. Do you agree with that statement?
Yes.
What's your thoughts on it?
Yes. 100%. He's got Chelsea to every single final in a cup competition except the Champions League this season, and this one's been fucked up by our own club, by our own players, not by Thomas Tuchel. He's got us third, despite us being an absolute shit show of a team of about 5 different sets of players that fit 5 different managers' styles of play, with this absolute dog shit attack that looks like it's playing against us nearly 90% of the times that we play. He got this team to a Champions League. Like 100% he's top 3 in the world. Klopp still hasn't beaten him in 90 minutes, and he three-peated on Pep's head in his first 4 months. The guy deserves to be stood there in conversation with the pair of them. With Lukaku, it is partly Tuchel's fault because he didn't play to his strengths, and that's fair enough, but he also didn't really fit Tuchel's system and was allegedly Tuchel's 4th choice. Like, he was happy to have him in the squad, but he was also happy to go into the season with the same squad as last season. So, again, it fits into adapting to the team, and also because we got him a bit too late. But you could say Tuchel hasn't played to his strengths as well. But you could also say the team hasn't, because I see him make these runs when the midfield has the ball all the time, and they always get ignored. But as soon as it gets to the attacking mids or the wing backs, that's when it's more on Lukaku, because when the ball's in the final third, his movement is absolute trash. Fair enough. But when the ball's in the midfield, he's making great runs. They always get ignored every single game, and that's not his fault. So that's why I think it's a case of adaptation.
Personally, I think the fact that Tuchel, he's shown that he can, on a one-off game, he can get the better of a Klopp or a Pep and stuff like that, and in a cup competition. But the fact that he's never proved it in a consistent league basis, I don't think he can.
Because we have an inconsistent team. How is he going to win the league with shit attackers that can't finish?
Look, he had the only big thing he's done is, like, obviously at PSG he got to the final, right? He was supposed to win that final for me. For me, if he won that final, then
they missed big chances in that final too.
I would have started giving him the props he deserved, but the fact he lost that and he's not ever won a major league, he can't chat to Klopp and Pep. He can't chat to Ancelotti. He can't chat to even Conte personally. He can't even chat to Mancini as far as I'm concerned. He's probably
why? Because the case of trophies.
Like,
because if it's the case of trophies, I look at the personnel. Tuchel has taken Chelsea as far as he possibly can take them, and no other manager would get more than them. Absolutely not, because this team, you can create what you want for them. They barely finish. Every one of our attackers has taken the piss this season and last season and for the last 3 or 4 years.
On an attacker, you got to hold that, man. If he doesn't perform, 100 million, it's not little money, man. And
no, but it's a case of adaptation. It's not just a case of the money. The money's just a little price tag you put on the player. It doesn't mean that the player has to hit the ground running. Sometimes they can't. You have to adapt. That's football. You can't change that.
It's not Lukaku's first year in the Premier League, you know, bro.
But that's why I said earlier, Premier League experience.
As an Arsenal fan, you keep the same standards with Arteta, because I swear in August we spent the most money. I swear we spent the most in the top 5.
He's on smoking.
I like
I like that energy.
Keep the same energy with Arteta. Because when you're judging other managers, keep the same with your manager as well.
Yeah, but
most other teams don't spend a quarter of a billion, bro. So when you're judging his manager, he won a Champions League, overachieved with a team that's not his team. Yeah, apparently we need all of this bum-ass managers team, yeah, and then what we're gonna do? But Arteta doesn't trust Tavares. He doesn't.
Nobody's saying Arteta's top 3.
I'm not with it. Keep the same energy.
You might as well interject straight to Arsenal then.
I know, like, quick things. Listen, guys, 35 in here, please. Make sure you're slapping the likes. Make sure you're slapping the likes. We must get this up to like 40 likes. Come on. It's about to get real techie in here. Easy 50 likes. Come on, let's do this, innit? Yo, freaking awesome. Asna.
Shameless Liverpool fan.
Let's do
I guess I'm kicking this one off then. Oh, yeah,
but we have to because it's
I can end the conversation on Arsenal real quick.
Bruv, let me just land first.
Let one touch go in it, and then we'll go through it. Now you know why I got two. Now you know why
Start of the season, Saint knows me. Start of the season, I made a decision. I'm Arteta in it. Like the guy, he made a decision.
He's had enough.
Let me go. I thought I'd open with that, to be honest. Yeah. So I made a decision. I'm Arteta in. Like it's better for my mental health. And look, at the end of the day, he went against a lot of fans and a lot of decisions and made his transfers regardless. So I was like, you know what? This guy's confident in himself. Let me get my confidence behind him. But I predicted for Arsenal top 6. With this squad, I said we're 2 players away from the top 4, top 6 for this guy. And I told everyone our season doesn't start till the 3rd game in. But anyway, the season transpired. We got to January. We had a good little run. I said, if we sign some players here, then maybe we can, even though top 6 is still the target, we can maybe challenge for top 4. And Nick, you heard me on many ish as well, Roms. I was saying it, top 6.
Yours.
But something happened. Like AFTV came to Nigeria, Arsenal versus West Ham. I got all caught up in the sauce.
I got caught in the moment.
Yeah, I got caught.
You got caught in the moment. At least you owned it.
At least he's honest about it. At least he's owning his shit in it. At least
I got caught up in the moment. Like we're all cheering everything. The vuvuzelas were out, all sorts. It was a madness over here in Lagos, man. So yeah, I got behind it for like 10 days, and then Tottenham hit us with a reality check and showed us that we weren't ready for the Champions League, bruv. So at the end of the day, for me, it died in that game. I wasn't thinking about beat Newcastle, beat Everton. It died at Tottenham for me, because if you can't get the job done there, you ain't ready for no Champions League.
I've sent him the link, so we'll see if he jumps.
So, boy, end of the season, we still finished 5th. A position higher than I expected, but that doesn't go without saying it was an opportunity lost. Like,
yes, you can't even try and dress it up.
Yeah,
like
that's
why I want to
do that. Is opportunity lost, man.
This is too much PR.
Have I not been consistent?
It was in your
I've been
hands.
consistent with my message all season.
I hear that. It was in your hands.
For sure.
Bro, circumstances
opportunity
change.
No.
For
sure. I even got gassed. I even thought we'd done it, bro.
Wait. When I say
everyone gets stronger, including Newcastle.
Let me just say this. One touch. So you said at the beginning of the season, you said that, I will take. You thought that you would take 6th, yeah. You would top 6, yeah.
Yeah.
So 5th really is about what you thought you would get beginning of the season. When you said that, and be honest, what were the variables? As in Tottenham were going to be decent, United were going to. When you said that, you couldn't have envisaged that United were going to be poo, and
for sure.
And you couldn't have envisaged at the time that Tottenham were going to be dead. Like at night and getting taken over at 9th and all of that. So when you're saying 5th, I'm asking you, like, do you know what I mean? You're obviously 5th. You're saying 5th because them lot are good. So now that the season's transpired and Man United were dog shit, probably the worst they're ever gonna be. Tottenham were so poor until they got. do you then not think that, hold on a second, like we should have actually done a little bit better because you said 5th when you didn't know that, and now that it is the case, do you see what I'm saying? Do you see the question I'm trying to frame? Like,
I hear what you're saying, but look, that's why I didn't panic after 3 games when we'd lost. We had 0 points in it because my target was still on track. But as you say, things happened in the season, innit? Things happened in the season, and yeah, we had a massive opportunity to get into the Champions League because of how bad the other teams were. But if you look at the end of the day, we're losing to Spurs shows that we're not ready. I'm just being honest. That's where my head is at. We're just not ready for Champions League yet. At the end of the day, we missed a massive opportunity recruiting at least 1 or 2 people in January. Tottenham did that. Plus, they have a world-class coach, and that paid dividends in the back end of the season. That was it. So, boy. Big up Tottenham. That's how it transpires.
Yeah, come on, Patrick.
I'm still
Arteta in.
Because I know a lot of Arsenal fans, and so many of them aren't actually realistic and they're not honest with themselves. And like you, One Touch, you're trying to dress it up and you're putting a positive spin on it. But for me, I would be so pissed if I was an Arsenal fan right now. March the 15th, you were 6 or 7 points clear of Tottenham. You were comfortably third, having played a game less than us. 4 games to go. You're 4 points clear of us. All you had to do is not lose at White Hart Lane. Even if you drew, you would have still kept that 4-point gap. Then there would have been only 3 games to go. You come to White Hart Lane and you completely fucking bottle it. You blow it out your ass. You get battered.
Wait. Hold what you're saying, Patrick, because before you go to White Hart Lane, on the timeline as well, and this was what I thought was sacrilegious. I couldn't believe my eyes. Was the chest that these men had
mate, I couldn't believe it. One touch. Honestly, I wish...
is it 7:45 yet? I can't wait. I said, Jesus.
What's happening? I can't wait to come to the lane. And I was like, right, you lot are like... I'm not being funny as well. I was watching the games and Arsenal were getting results, but they weren't scaring me at all. Like, they was just scraping across the line. In February, they're fucking beating Wolves 2-1 and 1-0, and they're over-celebrating that they'd already achieved Champions League qualification. It was mad. West Ham, they got quite fortunate there. They played West Ham. I think they beat them 2-1. They were lucky that West Ham had Europa League games beforehand, so they had to they were quite fortunate in a lot of their games where other teams had other things going on. They scraped across the line. Even when they played Leeds, they played a shit Leeds team. Leeds had a man sent off. We're down to 10 men, and Arsenal just about fucking crawled across the line. Arsenal were running to the corner flag with like 85 minutes to go. 10 men against Leeds. It was awful football. So anyway, I digress. But yeah, all they had to do is come.
You kept your main men fit.
Patrick was going into a rap. It's just blowing like you had a wash.
There's no harm in the corner.
Let me land. I'm almost done. I'm sorry. I'm kind of going on a bit, but let me land. So anyway, so you come to White Hart Lane. All you had to do was not lose, and then you would have pretty much done it. But the way you got battered. And then afterwards, again, a lot of Arsenal fans were it's still in our hands. We don't need to worry. All we need to do is win our last 2 games. Newcastle completely ran you off the pitch. And it should have been 3-4, even 5. 2-0, but they battered you. And then after that, it was game over. It didn't matter what happened. And then I thought it was quite embarrassing as well. Last game against Everton, Gabriel, proper celebrating. And I was like, you guys are done. Like, it's done. The way my man was celebrating, I was like, ain't you got any shame? Do you know what I mean? Where was he? It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing.
What's wrong with that, man?
But what I'm trying to say, though, what I'm trying to get at is, don't you feel a bit worried, though? Because like Saint is saying, this was your sliding doors moment. If you would have had Champions League football now, I really feel you would have been able to push on. Man United will never be this bad again. That's facts. Tottenham, we were awful. We had Nuno. Obviously, he was so fucking shit. We had to get rid of him. We were 9th. We had already lost 5 or 6 games back then. We were completely rubbish. Or was it? You've got other teams like Leicester who dropped off completely. West Ham weren't that good. This was your moment to get Champions League football. Chelsea as well had so much other stuff going on. To be fair, you lot should have I even saw people saying, no, don't worry about 4th. We're getting 3rd. Like the actual audacity and cheeky.
That was wild.
That was cheeky.
Crazy.
We're going to overtake Chelsea.
Cheeky.
You know what? I stayed well away from
you know what? Semi-decent you would have as well.
No.
Don't.
Did you see the Champions League compilation? Did you see the Champions League?
Yeah, no, that was
really getting me hot.
Look, don't cook me from our social media
videos.
Bags, don't cook me
Too
for
much,
that, man.
Too much. Arsenal always do too much.
Patrick, I hear what you're saying about Man United, Spurs, and Chelsea situation, but on top of that, I would say Tottenham, you didn't really play any sort of football that got me scared about you lot being really, really dangerous. We were just really bad.
Veteran teams. We come on, be honest now. Come on. Come on, no, you're not being honest. You're not being honest. We were smoking teams. What are you talking about?
They beat Everton 5-0.
Beat Everton 5-0. Battered Leeds 4-0. Battered Aston Villa away from home 4-0. We were picking teams, man. I don't know.
What clinical for sure, but
clinical. Yeah, that means you're scoring goals.
You weren't playing any football that gets me scared.
No, we were playing good football, man. Come on, we were playing good football.
I'm being honest with you.
I'm being honest with you. We were playing good football. Listen, the fact that Son won the Golden Boot, 23 goals. Harry Kane came third or fourth with 18 goals. Kulusevski had 8 goals. 5 goals, 8 assists. There's scorers in this team. We were scoring goals, man. Come on, we were playing good football.
Scorers in this team. You just named 3. Those are the only 3 players that score for you.
But we scored a lot of goals.
Let me talk, bro.
Let me say my thing. I stayed quiet. I stayed quiet. Yeah. Let me trust me. I'm gonna keep it nice and short. Yeah. Right. We finished 5th place with Unai Emery. Yeah. 1 point off of 5th place with players that all the super fans were telling me were dead wood. Mustafi, Bellerin, Monreal. Yeah, he got 5th. Yeah, 1 point off of 4th. This bum of a manager comes in, spends 250 mil. We finished 5th, and man are telling me, oh, we progressed. So how did Unai Emery, with a dead team, with dead wood players that we needed to overhaul, a team we needed to overhaul, how did he manage to get to 5th place before we spend this 250 mil that we spent right now?
Capitulated the next season, bro. Capitulated the next season, didn't it?
Yeah, is that? Hold on, let me finish, bro. I'll let you finish, didn't it? Let me, because by the time I finish, there is no argument for Arteta in. This guy is a dickhead. He needs to go right now. Let me finish. Right, all our rivals are falling off. Leicester have been finishing above us. Yeah, they fell off. Flipping Man United fell off a cliff. Tottenham fell off a cliff with Nuno Espirito Santo until they got Conte. How the hell does Conte come in January, buy 2 players, actually one's on loan, and buy 1 player, and is able to finish above a manager in Mikel Arteta that's been here 2.5 years, spent $250 million, and he's able to finish above them? When super Arsenal fans are telling me Conte's washed, this Tottenham team is washed, they're irrelevant, we don't need to speak about them, but yet they finish above us, It's funny how Tottenham have Harry Kane. Hold on.
Let him land. Be decent. Be decent one time.
Let me finish, bro. I didn't interrupt you. Yeah. It's funny how Tottenham have a dilemma with Harry Kane, who was flirting with Sky Sports, saying that he wants to leave, but they're able to get him back on side firing. We have Aubameyang that turns up late to 1 or 2 games, and this bum of a manager gets rid of him, and they are proactive in January, and they're able to get top 4. Newcastle are proactive in January and get out of the relegation battle and are comfortably safe this season, and stay up in the Premier League. The only 2 teams that don't do business in January is Man United, which I'm not going to get onto because I already know what my team is, and Arsenal fail the objective. How is that a process? We get 2 injuries, to Tierney and Partey, and our season's over. Chelsea actually get 2 injuries that are actually more crucial to the way that they play in Chilwell, and Reece James, and yet they're still able to get into the top 3. How come our season's derailed after 2 injuries? We don't sign anyone in January. Oh, it's hard to do business in January. Who scored against us against Newcastle? Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes, a player that people were saying he's laughing at us when he was unveiled at Newcastle, laughs at us and scores against us. But apparently it's hard to do business. But a team like Newcastle that are facing relegation, they're able to do business. What's a surprise? Tottenham do business, they get top 4. Well, it's hard to do business. We're relying on youth. People are telling me it's the young team. Oh, it's a young team. What is the only team in the Premier League yeah, that's done a youth project that's been able to win major honors. The class of 92. Since the class of 92, has there been another youth project in the Premier League that has been able to win the Champions League or the Premier League? No. So what does that tell you? That's an anomaly, yeah? In August, these people are saying, oh, well, give Mikel Arteta more players. Okay, let's review the players he brought in August, yeah? Ramsey's been good. Tomiyasu, shit. Tavares, shit.
That's harsh.
I thought Tomiyasu was alright.
That's what I thought.
He wasn't. He got cooked.
Yeah, but only by say maximum.
Going on at Arsenal. They're putting a 4% ticket rise, yeah? Mourinho's gone over there to Roma, a proven winner, and won them silverware. Unai Emery's gone over to Villarreal, won them their first trophy. Yeah? Why are you still here with this fucking bum-ass dickhead of a manager at my club? I'm done.
Yeah, you know what? That was fucking brilliant. I don't even.
That was amazing.
That's yourself. Civil War, boy.
I'm at my club.
Yo, I'm telling you.
I don't even know shit, bro.
Civil
War. Man, then slap up the lights. Slap up the lights.
I just asked one question.
You know what? And we're giving this dickhead manager giving an extension to Xhaka. Are you mad, bro? Are you fucking mad?
You know what? Can I ask one question? One question, and I'll let you
go on, Patrick.
What do you, now that the season's over, what do you both think about the timing of that contract extension?
Yeah, you're asking.
Bro, it sets the ambition of the club, bro. It's not about being ambitious. How can you get an extension before you even reach the target? The target shouldn't even be top 4. The target should be in a title race, bro. It's man's.
Okay, so that what they by offering him the contract, by giving the contract before the end of the season, and by not giving him money in January, for me that proves the board their target was top 6 too, innit? So Arteta's not doing more than the board are asking for. That's what it shows me.
Is that why you're Arteta in? Is that why you're Arteta in?
Can I just add icing on the cake?
I just really want to know that.
Arsenal
is that go on, Rob.
Arsenal are rewarding mediocrity again because you've tripled a guy's salary which has only had 4 good games for you. That today I've read it that why give Nketiah a new contract off the back of 4 games in his whole Arsenal career? It doesn't make sense.
And Leeds gifted him 2 goals.
I'm angry because this club has no ambition, giving El Nene an extension. He ain't been good enough under 3 managers.
Let's be honest, Lewis will agree as well. The goals at the bridge, cool. It's hard to go away to Stamford Bridge, but they weren't amazing. They were quite.
No, we gave him 3 goals. Just call it what it is.
Facts, man. Looks like Christensen in there.
Guys, sorry.
Rob, the guy went Hyde Park. It was 420. Allow him, man. I was blazing.
Now he's on his way to Barcelona.
Guys, I know. Trust me. Now he's going to the real. He's getting the real packs.
No, but on a level, I just want to know why are you still Arteta in? Really, really and truly.
Look, I'm Arteta in because my target was top 6. He's hit top 6. Why am I going to ask for him to leave?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Wait.
With no Champions League football, 1 game a week, your target was Champions League was top 6.
Top 6. Can't you tell by the sheer fact that he didn't get backed in January and he's getting offered?
No, because he had 1 game a week. He should have made top 4 as a basic requirement.
The fact that you're saying that you're happy with 6. Do you know why we got rid of Arsene Wenger? Because the fans said they were sick and tired of just finishing 4. And now you're telling me with this bum manager, that 6th is okay. Then why did we get rid of a club?
Wait, hold on a second.
With no Champions League football,
if I said to you at the beginning of the season, if I said to you at the beginning of the season, you say, listen, top 6, I'm like, swear down. I say, all right, listen, before you do that, let me tell you this, Man United are going to be fucking washed, bro. Like, they're going to be absolutely washed, Tottenham are not really going to be there, and there's not really going to be anyone else that's going to be. They're all going to be doing higgy, past the potato things. West Ham's going to be there for a little bit. They're going to drop off. There's going to be no real,
You might have
real
a clear
goat.
path, bro.
Yeah, clear path. You would still say, after I said that to you, still say, wouldn't you say, now hold on, hold your sip, let me just see what I'm going. You'll still say, no, man, take that. Like, because that's pretty much what happened. Like, really and truly.
You're being disingenuous saying that you're okay with it because you were fourth. You were playing one game a week. You essentially had a free hit at top 4. You had a free hit.
You did.
You had a free hit.
Let me be honest with you. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. And a lot of people do this. No one can tell me how I feel about my club and how I'm going to support my club.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? All this one I'm hearing that, oh yeah, you must be. I was disappointed about the Spurs game because we lost a North London derby, not because of the top 4. I was annoyed that we had an opportunity that we should have taken advantage of. But at the end of the day, I look at our team. We were playing players like El Neni, Holding, and Nketiah. Like, how let me
ask you one thing. Let me ask you one question. What's the expectation now for you this next season? What's your expectation? What's your expectation now next season? Because you said this season was top 6. They hit that.
Minimum top 4 or Europe. We have to win Europa League.
Okay, so if he doesn't finish top 4, you want him gone.
He's gone. Yeah, if not, none of those two things get done.
Can I ask you one question as well? Yeah, and this is a shameless. This is look at how I do this. This is a shameless plug. But it's my guy. I was on I got you that. 1 second. Yeah. I was on a show with Lewis yesterday, the day before. Shameless. Go check that out. 6 show. And we had Babs on there. I'm not going to tell you what Babs said. I'll tell you what Babs said afterwards. I'm going to ask you the question first, isn't it? Under Arteta, what are the objectives and the timeline for Arteta? Like, so do you know what I mean? Within the next 2 years, within the next 3 years.
Fuck him now. It makes no sense, bro. When you've got Conte in the league, you've got Ten Hag, you got Klopp, you got Guardiola. Bro, why are you wasting time with this bum? He ain't good enough.
You know what?
Even when them man are taking over squads that are not even theirs, and he's got 1 game a week, yeah? He can't manage it, bro. How is he going to balance European football, the FA Cup, Carabao, and the league?
We'll have a bigger squad.
Man's on that Stephen A. Smith shit.
You're going to get a better additions to the squad.
Man's on that Stephen A. Smith shit. He should have been 5 years ago. He should have been 5 years, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Last year.
Why do I look vexed? Bro, I support Arsenal. This club has been flipping mediocre for 19 years. What do you think
still got hair? You're you're not that invested, bro. You still got hair, bro. You're not that invested, bro. Right? You know, like that.
I got the hair because I got good genes, you know what I'm saying?
Quickly, before I go to Daps, what's the answer? What is your timeline for Mikel Arteta at the helm?
I would say so next season.
Next season 4th, and then
following season it has to be a comfortable 4th situation.
Before you go to Daps, how do you think you're gonna? How do you think you're
like? Go on.
So 4th twice.
No, as in like it's not going to be a struggle. We're comfortably in the Champions League.
What if next season you're comfortably a top 4? It wasn't that much of a struggle. Then what?
Okay, then we should be challenging the following season.
But one touch, just quickly, guys. How do
you don't even believe that? You're not even saying it.
You don't even believe that. You don't believe it, bro.
He's leaning back and said, challenge it.
It's not about believing it. That's what we should be challenging. If we comfortably get in the top 4 next season, then.
But how do you comfortably get in the top 4 with
This is your best chance.
Patrick, that's what he asked me.
Because that's what's popular to say. It's what's popular to say.
Are you going to put variables in?
When I say what I say as an Arsenal fan, you're this, you're that. It's more comfortable saying what. Listen, I got.
Can I run something by you and see what you lot think, both of you? Yeah.
It's more comfortable.
Bab said, and I'm saying this because Flawless. Bab said, man can clip him in it. So Bab said that.
Yeah, he wanted to trim.
he said, you man should be challenging within 2 years. And winning the league within 5. Am I right, Flawless?
Lewis, am
I right?
It was something crazy.
That was it.
That was it, was it not? Yeah.
Yeah. Going crazy like that. Yeah.
Can I please
with Mikel or somebody better coming in?
No, with Lego hair. With Lego hair.
No way.
Yeah,
if a better manager comes in, maybe. If a better manager
No, their squad is so far from challenging. This is not about 11 players. This is about squads. They are so far from challenging.
Yeah.
And don't forget the mentality. The Arsenal mentality is still there, bro.
Who's building this squad?
Hold on. Let me land on 2 things. Then I'm going to back out and I'm going to be quiet. Right. So firstly, and this was ages ago, I wanted to say this. people were talking about basically Arsenal, and they were talking about Chelsea, and they were saying, you know, Chelsea at the moment, they're not really the team that they were and whatever. And I get that. My thing on actually Chelsea, I didn't speak on it earlier, is I almost feel like with what's gone on at Chelsea this season, we kind of just need to, what happened there, and that definitely impacted the club massively. However, if we go in with the energy that certain Liverpool fans were just going with about Chelsea, you're not really being that team. Right now, if you do not beat Madrid, right, you have won the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup on penalties against a Chelsea team that you, man, have just said are not really up to all that. So same energy. Like, if Chelsea aren't all that, why did you struggle to... You haven't beat them once this team in 4 times.
Because football matches...
Keep thinking.
No, let me run through my thing, innit? Let me land. Football matches, yeah, elite football matches. If we were all here, we've all seen football matches. They're very much like boxing matches, innit? Like, styles make fights, innit? Like, we have a style and other... Do you know what I mean? We oppose...
Yeah, but Klopp's an amazing manager. You get over styles after 4 fights, surely.
Let me finish. So that's why me and you, like, we play... Our styles kind of complement each other, and you're going to see goals. You're going to see
we're at our best. We're not like you just said. Chelsea aren't at their best, so you should be able to get over that.
But Chelsea aren't at their best. Wait. Chelsea aren't at their best to compete for a 38-game season. You know, there's consistency. The main thing that's going to get you that is consistency, and that's the main thing that they ain't got, because they can raise their standards to us or to whoever and then go and be media again. So that's more what it is. But when we play them on a one-off game, because those are what they have been.
But Klopp's a genius. He's like the best manager in the world, right? So surely after 4 games, you work out.
You couldn't be Crystal Palace. Why could Pep not fucking... Why could Pep...
I'm not disagreeing.
Crystal Palace, bro. What are you talking about? Twice.
We've only played them twice.
I don't care. They slapped you both times. Like, what's going on?
But anyway, I just like to say that. But the main thing I was going to say is...
Stop being cheeky, Daps. Stop being cheeky. You're trying.
No, look. The fact is, the reason why I say it is look, I do think you may well win the Champions League, yeah, and I do think even if you don't listen, the fact that you have won 2 cups, gone like very close to beating us again, very close. I know you love going very close. And then you're in the final of the Champions League. Irrelevant. You've had a good season, yeah, and I can admit that. I'm not a dickhead, right? But if you only win them 2 cups, don't win the other 2. And I saw this thing earlier. Someone asked a question. If Pep finished, I think, in his 5 years, and it broke down where Liverpool finished in the league in their 5 years, or 5 or 6 years since Klopp's been there, the fucking shots Pep would be getting, yeah? About, I think you finished 5th. So you, man, could tell me where you finished.
Obviously, he would, because his fucking team is worth quadruple than ours. Okay. Obviously, let's put money into the fucking.
Hold on, no.
That's why.
Saints. Hold on. We have to Saints. No, fuck the money. Saints, stop. Saints
had a left winger from Hull City and them things there. Man,
you can keep going, or you can stop and.
But you spent 340 million on fucking fullbacks, bro. Relax, bro. You better do better than 5th and 8th in them thing there.
Right. So have you finished landing? Okay, cool. So based on the fact that you just said how much we spent on our players, yeah, and based on the fact that you honestly think like 8 Liverpool players getting a combined 11, then irrelevant to money, you're telling me you have better players. Irrelevant to money, we've overspent.
We have a better manager that makes that.
So in that case, them 8 players. Do you know why?
Wait 1 second. We both have the same shit, yeah, but people look more favorably.
Combined 11.
Wait, let me land. We both have the same inadequacies, yeah, but people look at you and you've got the better manager, apparently.
What's this got to do with anything? No, we
don't. City don't have a striker.
I'll let other people decide on that.
No, it's not even a let them decide. You have the better manager. You do.
Saints.
No, again, if you're looking for success, you know who you're picking. Klopp's cold. Let's not do that. Klopp is absolutely cold. If you're picking a team to be successful, you're picking Pep over Klopp. Like, that's just what it is. The CVs don't like.
Guys, let's not judge it.
Hold on, because you're a Liverpool fan, so it makes sense. That's your guy. That's your guy.
You're not going to let me come back to this, are you, Saints?
Well, you're going there.
You are going on, oh no, that's because we should finish where we finish based on the amount we spend. Now, and let me finish, please. I presume when you say that, you're saying with what we spend, we have better players than you. That's why we should finish where we finish, yeah? But then you want to tell me that 8 of your players get in a combined 11. It don't make sense, bro. We've spent more or we have better players. Which one are you going with? Because, which one are you going with? Because you're telling me 8 Liverpool fans.
You had a better. You spent more. And you had
so
a better
how have you got 8?
So
how have you got 8? How have you got 8 of them in the combined 11?
We were doing a combined 11, not a combined squad.
Combined 11.
You got a better squad than us. You got a better squad than us because of the money which you spent. But we were doing a combined 11, and in that combined 11, we've got arguably better players.
Doesn't make
sense. That's where it was. But your squad, we were doing things like your squad. Come on, bro. We've got man like
so you've got 8 players in the combined 11.
Minamino, and your squad is arguably better. How many strikers do you fucking have? Talk about strikers, bro. How many strikers do you man have?
Jesus.
None.
No, you see how excited we have to be.
Jesus.
The levels I want to get back to, my guy.
When Gundogan was doing up fucking Pele and that man was talking about, he's this,
no one said he's a striker, bro. He's a midfielder that can score goals. You know football.
So is Bobby Firmino.
Firmino and Jesus
is not out and out 9. So not neither's Bobby, but you man need Haaland to go and fucking complete them.
No, we don't. We just won it, bro. We won 4 in 5. We definitely don't need Haaland.
Wait, hold on. You see one big difference between the whole Klopp and Pep situation. I believe every situation Pep has gone into, has been high pressure. So if he messes up, he's gonna be massively scrutinized. He's gonna have to do something spectacular, or he's gonna get massively scrutinized. When it came to Klopp, every club he's gone to, it's like any little bit of success, they're gonna hype him up.
And what is that little bit of success though? Overarching the biggest clubs of those countries.
Pep has never done budget.
Pep has never done that.
And you give Klopp
credit for that. You can't say, but it's just the way he says, any little. That's not a little thing, bro. That's not like to go and win it successively over Bayern, brother. It's not a little.
No, that was massive. I'm not saying it wasn't massive, but if he didn't do that,
and now ask the question.
To be fair, you see with the Pep and Klopp thing as well. Yeah, me personally, I'm gonna back my boy. I think Klopp's better for different reasons, but one thing I don't agree what Liverpool fans say is, Pep's wherever Pep's been, he's already had the best team and the most money to spend. He's earned the right. Like, you can't be salty. He has earned the right to have that. So that's one thing I can't stand that our fans say. But still, Klopp's the better manager, man.
All right, can I ask one thing?
He's not going to go manage a shit team as well. Pep's not going to go manage a mid-table team.
You've got my man. No, not Conte.
No one wants him.
Levy, and your board. Yeah. So you know the type of money that's gonna go in. Yeah, it's gonna be the same. Yeah. Who do you pick?
Out of who? What to manage? What to manage Tottenham right now? This Tottenham team right now, or Tottenham
with your board. With your board, you're gonna strengthen, but you're not getting no fucking Haaland, bro. You're not getting no. You're getting.
Right. Yeah, give me the parameters. So if it's this Tottenham team right now, what's the budget that I've got? Because that will determine who I get. But
how much do you think you're gonna get this summer?
Okay, all right, forget all of that. It doesn't matter. If I had to pick one with this Tottenham team, I go for Klopp. I go for Klopp. I go for Klopp because I know Klopp would be able to manage the team with a tighter budget.
So would I, by the way. So would I.
That's all I was asking.
I think Klopp is the better people person. He'll be able to get he'll be able to squeeze the most juice out of my team. But if I ask flawless that question, it's a whole different fucking. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you mentioned it there when you were talking about football and styles make fights. Certain managers are better for certain situations. Like mentioned it there in regards to about Pep has earned the right to walk into them situations. The reason why Pep can go to any team and get billions to spend, because if you get him what he needs, he's gonna bring success. That's guaranteed. So I don't take that as a shot at him. It's like that's president to how good you are, because every manager
same in any walk of life.
Not any manager can command that. But then because Pep gets that, we also scrutinize him because is he cold domestically? Absolutely. The way he's came over to this country and dominated domestically is very, very it's been incredible.
It's crazy.
And he's done it in a way that it was never seen before in terms of it was all pace and power with the Premier League. I remember those conversations being had when he was dominant at Barcelona and, you couldn't do that over here. And he's come over here and proved everyone wrong. But the reason why he gets scrutinized in Europe is because you're Pep and you are that good. Yeah. So it's like you have failed in Europe at Manchester City so far. Can you be successful there? Yes. But so far he's failed.
Sorry, and someone just said something.
1 second, guys. 49 likes. We just need one more like for 50.
Nah, 75. You want 75? Sorry, the last thing I'd say is as well. Well, the two things. Then I promise you, I'll shut up for a bit again.
Don't shut up, bro.
No. So the first thing is, yeah, I honestly do agree. I think Klopp. Well, let's not even say Klopp. Let's say like Pep has a team, Klopp has a team. So Klopp's team are sensational at finding good signings, like the track records. Luis Diaz, unbelievable the way he's hit the ground running. There's a lot of people but when people come with this, Pep. Let's remember, yeah, Liverpool did not win a league till they went and splashed how much on Van Dijk and how much on Alisson, yeah. So let's not and if you look at City now, okay, this summer we're having a big summer, but the last couple of we're only buying 1 or 2 players every season now, yeah. Now, and if we're being 100, I will say it, the Grealish signing, I don't think that was for a football reason. I think that was just. I think that's one of the first signings we've actually got for marketing. I think he works, Pep's going to get the best out of him, but. Now, the second thing, this is at Arsenal, and this isn't shade. I might have even said it to one of you before, yeah, but I have to say it now because I've been thinking it for a while, and we have to put it into perspective now. When Arsenal fans talk about their golden era and what they're used to and whatever else, yeah, it's now at a point where I can truly come on here and say, your golden era, yeah, we've doubled. We have doubled your golden era, right? Your golden era was 3 Premier Leagues. We've got 6, right?
So why every time I'm on with you, Dax? We know each other. Why are you always trying to tell me that I'm wrong?
I never try and tell you you're wrong. You take it, but
you're always coming back at me.
North side. You know what? Not everything. I'm sorry. Let me just finish that bit. Let me
the level of disrespect.
That
was fucking rude.
Where did that come from, Dax? Where did this come from?
Well, you know we were warring.
Wanted to say that.
I'm not mad at that.
You're a bastard. That's in the best with the most.
You're just enjoying it over the last decade. I appreciate it. Big you up for that, bro. You got a decade of history.
That's my point, but we've had a lot of conversation.
And North side, this is what I was going to say to you. You know you're my brother, yeah? But you need to sometimes when we have these conversations, understand that not everything is black and white, yeah? And if I don't agree with every single point, yeah, it's not... I agree with a lot of, and ultimately at the end of that show, what I said to you is, look, I get it. And at that point, I thought you were getting top 4. And I was saying, if you get top 4, he's earned the right to go again, right? That's all I was saying. And I said, and ultimately, if you don't want to take anything out of what Arteta has done at your club, the one thing I would say to take out of it is that he has changed you from buying players that are coming there because you're from London, you're big Arsenal, and they don't really give a shit about winning. He has got you players, like you're bored of now buying players that are coming there for a project. Whether they're good enough or not, I don't know. But that's fair, but we can all call out one. I mean, I'm sure Klopp has got one signing wrong. Pep definitely has. So, but what I'm saying is Arsenal's board's mentality has changed. Arteta's changed it, yeah? So all I was saying is take that from it. Now, he hasn't got you top 4. It is what it is. Like the hounds are going to be on him now, and I'm not going to. But I was
bro. Just saying every manager gets one mistake wrong. This guy come in, yeah, trying to get man like David Luiz and Willian that were washed, yeah. Then he saw that it weren't working. Then he started going with the youth project. Gets Lukonga and Tavares. They're shit. Gets flipping Ben White. Man can't defend. We got Rob Holding replace him in the starting lineup. Rob Holding, bro. That came from Bolton, bro. That ain't good enough that I wanted out. It is not good enough. When I was telling
but maybe it is good enough for Arsenal nowadays.
What I'm saying to you is this, yeah? I grew up on success. Is it my fault? We've got a Man United fan here. He grew up on success. It's not his fault that you grew up seeing success. But when you see new age fans trying to tell us that we shouldn't be demanding success, are you mad?
People, I'm not a new age fan, by the way.
Yeah. You should always be aiming for the success. I get what you're saying. Like, the aim should always be success. I get what you're saying, though.
I think he speaks very well, yeah. But the difference is, I seen my club winning titles, bro. I seen my club winning the FA Cup.
I can't take that away from you. I can't take that away from you.
But blame the board.
Do you know how much it angers me, bro, that I'm seeing Tottenham reaching a final? I had to support Liverpool that day. I was in the club.
Enough Arsenal, man.
Man was in Watford. You know what I'm saying?
You still owe us for that as well.
Northside, but it's the same thing I said to you before, yeah.
I'm done. Get this
but Northside, but this is the thing, and we had this conversation, yeah. I've had it so many times, right? Is I get it, yeah, 100% get it, but like when people talk about Edison, I'm like, cool, but tell me who we're getting. Oh, Alisson. We're not getting Alisson. He ain't going. Or people talk about we should get Reece James at right back. He ain't leaving Chelsea. No point in talking about it, right? So the same thing with you, man, yeah? When everyone was screaming Wenger out, I was like, why? He's hitting your board's objectives. That's why you got him. You get rid of him. Guess what? The managers you interviewed, yeah, you're never getting a person a Pep because you ain't going to be back. You object.
Bro. When I see Tottenham, I'm sorry. When I see Tottenham getting Conte, I'm sorry. All due respect to you. When I'm seeing Tottenham, a club that is not, no one even thinks that of them winning titles and winning Champions League.
Don't know what was
when they're able to attract Conte, why the hell is my club not attracting a Conte?
Ambition.
Because all these fans, yeah, suck off this manager, suck off these players that are overhyped. Suck off this flipping board, yeah, and only want to get together when it's to get the Super League out. I'm sick of it,
the board's ambition is shit, and that is
but my ambition ain't that. And why is it that every Arsenal channel that's big is always sucking off this project and sucking off these players and sucking off this manager, bro?
I'm sick of it, bro. He's had enough.
I'm sick of it, bro. Get these feelings that put that out of my club, bro. Do I have to say in Portuguese? Do I have to say in Spanish? Do I say in English, bro? Like, why is it that the fans that hold up the standards of a club always get down? Because people, no. Listen, I don't know you yet. Wait. What side are you? You're on this side. Let me get it straight.
I'm out.
You, yeah. I don't know your name. But I'm sorry.
See when you started that.
Yeah. Your mentality is why we have been the last.
What's my mentality? What's my mentality?
Fans don't even banter us no more. They don't banter us no more. With that
what's my mentality though, no side of London? What's my mentality? Tell me where it is, bro.
I'm sick of it.
All right. With this, so let's go on to quickly. Patrick,
yes, sir.
I'll
keep it short and sweet. I'm really happy with how the season ended. Of course, the beginning was weird because the first 3 games wasn't beautiful football, but Nuno got manager of the month. We won the first 3. Then it was awful. It was
top
disgusting.
Of the league, I remember.
I know after 3 games, and some of our fans were doing some stupid shit.
This is
gonna come back to haunt us. Like putting up tables, and obviously Arsenal lost their first 3, so there's all this mind the gap shit, and it was just I was like, just chill, it's too early. But anyway, fast forward all of that. Nuno was awful. We get smashed in every London derby, 3-0, 3-0, 3-1, whatever. Had to go. I was worried because I didn't see a way out from there, but we got Conte in, and I was surprised because in the summer we were flirting with all these managers, and as you guys know, we were getting bantered left, right, and center. No one wants to manage a club. Even people like Gattuso allegedly were getting talked to, and I was like, what the fuck? How are we here now? But yeah, so we got Conte in.
Klinsmann and that.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. We're just getting linked with everyone. I was like,
Patrick, I got a question for you after.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I'll be quick. So we got Conte in. I was really excited, but I was like, what have they asked, or what has Conte demanded, and what has Levy bowed to? Because you don't get Conte in without obviously him agreeing his terms. Conte is a world-class manager. He can go anywhere. He doesn't need the job, so he's not desperate to manage a club at the moment. So for him to obviously accept the job, especially mid-season, it was quite surprising to me. He come in, he hit the ground running. We had a shaky start, I know. Our first game, we drew 0-0 with Everton. I don't think there was a shot on target. And then after that, we started to pick up a few wins. You could see the style of play. The personnel didn't really fit with Conte. There's a few issues. But anyway, long story short, he's done fantastically well. Got Kane firing again. When Conte came in, just to put into perspective, people, Kane was on 1 goal and 1 assist. He was finished. He was washed. He was done for. Everyone thought that was the end of Kane. Got Kane firing again. Kane looks happy. Looks like he wants to be here. Son's had his best season under Conte. I'm even seeing I've seen players like Sessegnon, who I thought would never make it, start to look decent. Obviously, Kulusevski and Bentancur were the game changers, getting them in January. Signings that no one really thought would come in and do what they've done. That's the DOF Paratici. He's done really well. I mean, Romero, Kulusevski and Bentancur, all his signings. So, yeah, man, I'm really happy. To do what we've done, especially stopping Arsenal getting fourth. It's brilliant, man. I can't take much more than that. So I'm really happy. We need to go again, though. I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about Levy now putting his own, as in ENIC, them actually putting money into, for the first time ever, actually going to invest their own capital in. So that's looking good. So right now, it's a good time to be a Spurs fan, man.
Quickly, just because I know that Northside's got a cut out and that. Brother, thank you so much for jumping in. Please, guys, make sure you man are going over to Northside.
I'm gonna follow Northside and check his stuff out because I like.
Of course you are, Patrick. Of course you like.
I like the way you talk.
I know Patrick. Yo, he's doing my job for me.
Bro, to my fellow Arsenal fan, do you see man smiling when man are talking about Man City and Liverpool? No one's smiling. When it's Arsenal, Man United, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So before man call me negative, why does this club actually start the way they should? I'm done, bro. Listen,
you're killing me.
I'm done, bro. Listen, it is what it is. I'm not here to banter no one because I know my reality and my manager's shit and my owners are shit. It is what it is. Hopefully, Chelsea now with American owners, now you can get a piece of the slice as well, a piece of the cake. Because I don't really believe in these managers. With Liverpool, you lot have been doing amazing. I think it's down to your manager. I don't think it's down to your ownership. Yeah, it's disgraceful. 100%. It's disgraceful that a team like Arsenal spend more. I think only recently your squad is now valued 60 million more than Arsenal. Look at the manager that you have, a generational talent of a manager, and look at the bum I have at my manager. Do you know what I'm saying? Arsenal fans want to tell you is, we don't spend the money. We don't have all your money. Oh, it's hard to do business in January, but I suck out, bro. I ain't got time for it, bro.
Now, if Klopp was back more, if Klopp was back more, then I think even maybe last season he would have been even closer last season.
100%. He would have got more Premier League manager than his as well.
No, but come on, Northside. You really know it's love.
I wouldn't even be honest with you.
I can't hear you. Flawless is a pussy, bro.
Yo, we're talking about Arsenal here. Northside going, man. Yo, say goodbye to Northside. Let him plug his camera.
I'm throwing the tower now, Flawless.
Wait. The representation of this club accepting mediocrity and peddling all the BS. 4% rise on the ticket. We already got the highest tickets at Arsenal. Bro, have you seen the Emirates? It's fucking dead, bruv.
Now,
I don't even want to go there, bro.
This season,
no, it's dead, bro. It's the worst atmosphere I've ever seen in my life.
Well, I heard this season it got better, but the board have reflected that by going, cool, bump the price up again.
That's outrageous. What is it? A bag? What's a season ticket costing you? Like 2 bags? That's outrageous.
Yeah,
that's
bro, say
that's outrageous.
Say is a real one.
I'm in Nigeria, so I ain't buying no season ticket.
Nah, come on, man. Come on.
I always saw you guys, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Northside, you're a real one. I'm definitely gonna follow you and check you out.
Come on, it's been good, man. It's been good.
Listen, if you get hate from Arsenal fans, I hate my fault, innit? They don't like the
team. Hey, love, man. Stay up.
Love, man. See you
later, man. Take care, bro. But Roms, you had a question for me.
My question for Patrick here, because there was this narrative of Arsenal going to get pot 3 and they're going to get knocked out early and whatnot. How well do you think Spurs will do in the Champions League next week? Because let's be real, as elite Conte is, his European record is stinky.
Yeah. So I keep hearing this is a good point. The thing is, it's a hard one to say because
so just before you go again, because even though you're on pot 3, it's not guaranteed you'll get a group of death, but the probability is higher because you can get 2 big teams. So that's why I thought let me just ask you, because I do think you will make it to the knockouts because you generally do well bar one season,
bro.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't. This is a thing.
We've always got to the knockout stages in the Champions League, so we've never been a team that drops down to Europa from it. So I don't see why we would.
Night, Dad. No,
especially as we will strengthen in the summer, so should be okay. I don't know, to be honest. It's the honest answer, because I know Conte's European record isn't great, but saying that, Spurs typically do quite well in the Champions League when we play.
See you in February, bro.
I don't. No, never that, bro. Come on. Look at that's all you can hold on to now, isn't it? That's all you can hold on to.
This is a question to Flawless and Lewis. Yeah, are you, man, a little bit more worried of Tottenham's obviously the new injection of Peas, and obviously Conte. He's a world-class manager.
What Peas? What Peas are they spending, bro?
No, they're going to spend Peas, bro.
How much?
150 M's they're getting.
And the thing is, if they tell you 150 M's, if that's what they're saying,
but
it's probably going to be.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, like something that needs to be made. Look, firstly, if a board's going to spend it well, it probably will be Tottenham. But I was on the stream. I think
Really?
Well, so far, to be fair, under this manager, yes, under this manager.
With Paratici,
But the one thing I was going to say is,
out
that someone needs to tell me out of that 150 million, because George said the other day apparently 60 million of it is already spent on them.
No, that's not true, because that's a misconception, and a few fans were worried about. It's been cleared up. The Kulusevski and Romero and Bentancur. Kulusevski still got another year on his loan, which will activate, so we don't have to pay anything yet.
Wow.
So it's very clever how they've done it. Romero, we're going to start paying that off. Bentancur, we don't have to pay that much. Regulon, if we keep in this summer, or past the summer, we have to start paying Real Madrid like 40 million or whatever it is. So we'll get rid of Regulon, bring another left back. So to be fair, that 150 is set for new players, and then whatever we get for. Don't forget, we still got to get rid of Ndombele, Lo Celso, whatever we get from Regulon. All this money will get reinvested back in. So there should be quite a bit of money to spend.
All right, say no.
So he actually does that though. Let's see.
So Flawless and Lewis, you man ain't really worried about Tottenham next season.
No, I wouldn't say no. I'm not saying all that, because they have Conte. They have a manager who we know is quality domestically. So of course I'm concerned about Spurs. As soon as they got him, I said they're now going to be a problem. We all now look at them much more seriously in terms of teams fighting in and around the top four because they have Conte. Well, next season, if he gets backtracked, we've seen it. He's been successful, whether it's Chelsea, whether it's over in Italy. Like, we've seen it before, and it will happen again. We know it's going to end in tears, because that's how it ends. Conte is never a long-term manager. But for the short term that he's here, I said it already. As soon as they got Conte, I said, Spurs will have some form of success. So whether that's top four, whether it's the domestic trophy, we already spoke about his poor European record, but they will have success. And we've seen it already with them getting top four. Because I believe if Conte is not in charge of that team, they don't finish top four. So that's how I'm looking at it. So am I concerned about them next season? Yes, because Conte is a quality manager.
Would you have taken them at United, Conte?
At the time, yes. At the time, we was at yes, because I was like, all right, it's not going to be a long-term thing, but short-term, I'm like, yeah, why not? Because he will bring some form of success to your club. Yeah. But you just know you don't know what's going to be after me. I would have took your one league title in 3 years. Okay, but as I was saying, I would have definitely took that.
I can talk to Man United, man, anyhow I want, bro. I can
talk to you. I can talk to Saint however I want.
Oh, did you think that he was catching strays off that as well? Did you think he was catching strays off that? I mean, to be fair, it kind of goes both ways, but like I was aiming it at him.
I'm shooting
back. All I was saying is, can we finally hone in on these distractors, Man United, that been trying to distract the whole
Don't worry, I'm making
zero goal difference is
zero goal difference.
Yeah, that is mental. I can't believe that.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Distracting the whole of social media, saying, "Oh, Arsenal bottled it when you finish 11 points below."
Oh yeah, because
this is the problem, boys. The only problem is if we're trying to smoke, if we want to smoke United, which trust me, I want to smoke United, you could have got someone else on, because this guy's so shameless. Like he'll claim it all and sit there claiming it
all. He's my brother, bro. He's my brother.
And here's the thing: I can't, even though I'm shameless, I can't be grouped in with the United fans that are talking on social media. I said it. You can go back and watch streams. Lewis knows this. We stream on a weekly basis. I said at the top of the year, from when we signed Sancho, Varane, and Ronaldo, I said we're not doing anything this season. I said the best Manchester United can hope for this season is fourth place.
Why did you say that? Just out of curiosity, because
because you know why? Because a lot of people are idiots. That's why, Patrick. A lot of people are foolish and don't know what they're talking about. If you looked at that team,
it's really
interesting. Looked at that,
he's not Klopp's granddad, no.
And looked at that manager. No, not with. I'm talking about. People forget we had Oli at the start of the season. Let's not forget this. Oli is a League One level manager. People, Let's not get this mistaken. He
You're-
is League
hold on,
One
hold on,
level
hold on,
manager.
hold
No one's been in for him since he's been
That's my
sacked.
point, and I
Burnley.
said this.
Your
When he was
record
in-
with
before you
him
go,
and your record without him isn't
before
that
you
far
go,
off. though.
before you go, yeah, and I get to that. But before I get to that, I respond to
Alright,
that
yeah.
comment. I state,
Keep that in the
I,
top. Keep that in
yeah,
the top.
yeah, I will do. I stated this at that time. I said, if this manager is sacked, he will not get a top level job anywhere in the country. And I had it with our
You did
fan
say
base.
that.
And that's
Yeah, you
when I
said that.
knew with our fan base, I was like, I've had many debates on many shows on my channel with comments of people. Ollie in versus Ollie out was huge. It was massive. And I'm like, why is this a debate? We've seen Norwich sack their manager. We've seen Watford do it. We've seen Burnley do it. We've seen Leeds do it. We've seen Everton do it. When you go look at the odds, he's not in the list because he's not good. He's League One level manager.
He was the only manager. He's the
Go on.
only manager that when there's been debates on him, yeah, like back then, and people would bring up like, yeah, but check out his history at. Where was it? Was it Cardiff?
He was in Norway and he didn't even win the league the second
Well,
time
Norway,
around there. But
and
people
this is the thing.
conveniently forget that.
People
conveniently forget that.
Any of his history, people were coming out with, yeah, but that we shouldn't be talking on that. And it's like, why not? Any other manager, we'd be talking about their history and why this is Man United, how he got that job. And let's be real, he was so under their finger that I think he's been sent to like the Maldives and just been told to shut up and not talk on Man United because no one hears from Ollie.
Yeah. Because he cannot get a job because he's. And I was telling this to everybody: if he leaves, he's not getting a job. And it's true.
What's he gonna say? What's he gonna say though? Like, what's Ollie gonna say?
I mean,
guys, do not do
finish second. Finish second.
Don't
Someone
do
that was
this,
honoured
bro.
to be at United.
He don't, bro. You lot are wasting time on Ollie, and he's not even, and he loves it because he thinks that Ollie's waste, and it gives him the ultimate.
No, it's not a love. Don't try that. Wait. What's the title of the show? It's Premier League season recap, right? He was the manager at the start of the season, correct?
You know
I was here
from
from the start of the season to November. I'm gonna answer all the questions. I don't duck no smoke. I don't duck no. You know I'm here. Yeah, go on.
The reason why you're not getting away with it, because I know you were part of the people trying to banter us. I know you were part of them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Without question. Without question, of course. Yeah. And I will continue to banter you lot, innit? When you lot win the European trophy, I stop bantering you, innit? You know what I'm saying? And that's when I stop, innit? Go win the European trophy and I stop bantering you lot. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to do. Go get one on your CV.
So as you said, we're talking about this Premier League season, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Where we had our so let's talk Premier League where we had our worst season ever in the history of our whole country. You had the best season with a manager you're backing, and you finished one place above us.
We finished 11 points.
Okay, cool.
With El Neni and Ketia leading the line, bro.
And we had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for half the season at the end.
You had the GOAT, Champions League Varane, Sancho, the best English product in blah blah blah.
I'm not talking on these two.
Okay,
you had Pogba, Bruno.
Yep.
I was hearing.
Don't mention Bruno. Don't do that. See, that's when you stop.
Talk about Bruno. No.
You was right when you got to Pogba, but then when you start mentioning, let's start mentioning the rest of the team because we know it's a team game. We know it's a squad game. We know it's a system game. It takes more than 3 or 4 players, as you know, as an Arsenal fan, to get over the hump. You named 6. I don't rate Bruno. Bruno's not good. Bruno's not good. You mentioned Sancho. You mentioned Varane. You mentioned Sancho. You mentioned Varane. You mentioned Pogba. Those 3 are quality.
De Gea.
De Gea is not a modern day goalkeeper. De Gea is not a modern day goalkeeper.
He still saved you many points this season.
He has saved us, and that got us what? That got us 6th place. That got us what? People again. I wish Northside was here. You see this hyping up mediocrity. That's what I don't like about my family. Because people will say this, oh, he done this and that. Ronaldo's my guy. I'm old enough to remember Ronaldo when he was originally here. Cold. Let's not mistake that. Before he signed, there's episodes of me on my channel talking about this, and I said, don't go and get Ronaldo because he's not what we need. Nobody, when our season ended last season, looked at that Manchester United team and went, it needs more goals. We only went in for Cristiano Ronaldo because it's a name only. He was never that was never a problem. Our front 3 and our attack was fine. It's the worst it's looked since Ronaldo landed. The entire time in the past 4, you have to go back probably to Van Gaal times to our attack looking this bad. And that's not solely on Ronaldo. I'm not taking shots at him, but he wasn't what was required and what was needed. Sancho, cool with that. Varane, cool with that. But let's not forget the manager we had. Let's not we're not just going to overshadow that. We had one of the worst managers we've ever seen.
No one was saying a front 3 of Ronaldo, Sancho, and Rashford was bad though. No one was saying that at the start.
No, I was telling you. You can go back and check episodes on Sarcasm City TV, Mandem United podcast as a playlist. Scroll back to the start of the season. You can scroll all the way back through. Lewis, Shameless FC, he'll tell you, Lewis, do we not stream every week in, week out? You see he's on mute, but yeah, we stream week in, week out. Lewis, what did I say?
Yes.
Did you ever hear me say that this team was going to win the Premier League? Did I ever say that to you? That Manchester United were going to win
I'll
the
be
Premier
real.
League?
You come negative to like every stream, and I don't blame you.
Did I ever tell you this team was going to challenge for a Premier League title?
Nope.
Okay, I said that, like I said, from the very top, you can go and see it, people. No word of a lie, and I said it. And I said the best we can hope for. This is the best. I'm not even saying we hit these targets. Top 4 in a domestic trophy. Because I know what this team is. I know what these players are. And at that time, I know what the manager is. I'm back onto Ralph because Saint wanted to mention it. Not only is he coming as an interim, he's come into an absolute mess. He's landed and gone, right, these players are not good enough. And we need 10, 11 new players. And rather than the players go, nah, I'm going to show you wrong. They proved him right. I wouldn't keep any of this squad.
What is it that's made it a brothel? What is it that's made you, man?
The quality, what Ollie started and what he did, like his people forget like what he did and his run and how bad it is. Because you are all support opposites. Support opposition and rival teams. You don't see it day in, day out. I could see this rotting. I was Ollie out 2.5 years before he left. You know what I'm saying? I knew how bad this was. And then when I look at these players are overrated and overhyped. The likes man mentioned there.
You've got better players than Arsenal. Than all the players. Than Tottenham. You've got better players than them. You have.
Okay. We do. Okay. It's debatable.
It's not debatable that you don't have better players than Arsenal. That's not debatable.
You know what the leveler is?
Not 11 points. Not 11 points different.
Hold up. You know what? Yes, but you know what the leveler is of that. I agree with that. It's not 11 points, but you know what the leveler of that is? The guy running the show. Give us a top quality. I guarantee Arsenal. I guarantee Arsenal won't finish 11 points above us this season. But
big players have something within them where they will just naturally rise. Like quality players will just naturally rise. That's why I think everyone scrutinizes United, because as poor your manager is, big players kind of look at themselves like
people over again. But people we talk about. I wish Northside was here again so I can quote him on this. People overhyping mediocrity. These players are not that good, and I stated this from the jump. These players are not that good when you look at the team. De Gea, yes, good goalkeeper, not a modern day goalkeeper. Luke Shaw's had 6 good months in nearly a decade at the club. Wan-Bissaka not good enough. Harry Maguire not good enough. Lindelof, who gets away with murder, not good enough. McTominay, one of the worst central midfielders I've ever seen. Fred is good enough to be a squad player. Bruno is an enemy of progress, and the way we put him on the pedestal. Rashford hasn't scored. Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. Rashford hasn't scored a goal for Manchester United as a starter this entire season. Cristiano Ronaldo is 37 and is not good enough. Is not good enough. Simple as that. Cavani, not good enough. The list goes on and on. We lost number 11 to whatever happened. Martial left. Donny left as well. So all these quality, where are these quality players? Exactly. When you break it down,
no. Is he telling me Cavani's worse than Nketiah, bro?
I'm not saying. I never said that.
I'm not doing the comparing us.
Neither of them are good enough. Neither of them are good enough. I wouldn't take if I took Cavani.
If I get away with that big list you did, if the teams above you have worse players than that, bro.
No, there's only one team. No, there's only one team. But there's only one team above us that's worse than us.
You got a better team. You got a better Spurs.
And we underachieved. Say that again. We underachieved this season, though. Again, the leveler is all right. So you can say United have a better side than Arsenal and Spurs. Cool. You know what the leveler is to that? The manager. We have way worse manager than them. We have a way worse manager.
Let me ask you a question.
Wait, before you go, Ragnick's Ragnick's the interim manager. I'm not comparing the interim manager to serious managers. I'm not doing that. And if we would have finished 5th, I'd still be here saying the same thing. It doesn't make much of a difference. 6th and 5th.
Do you think?
Football is now in 2022 a system game. The days of players being individual mavericks and just doing their own thing. Every player you look at, whether it's Liverpool, whether it's City, whether you look at Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, any successful team in Europe all have systems built around them. And when you take them system out, even Mo Salah, who's cold, Mo Salah is a 35, 40 goal a season. When he plays for Egypt, man don't look like that.
And there's no harm.
Why is that?
When he played for Egypt recently, he hasn't been that.
And that's not a shot. And that's not a shot at him. I'm just using that as an example. We see it with the English play. Like, look at City. You know what I'm saying? And that they have fantastic individuals. Pep's system is key to them. That's why when you see certain players, that's why Belgium, De Bruyne don't look like City. De Bruyne at Belgium.
But here's the thing, yeah. This is why that like on that. You could say, like, right, Grealish or Zinchenko, which one's better, right? And you'd probably say on paper, shut up, bruv, it's Grealish, yeah? But then when you talk about Zinchenko's been at City for how many years, yeah? He gets the system. He knows exactly what his job is, yeah? And so when people knock system players, I don't get it. Like, there is no shame in being perfect for a
because you have to have because the thing is you have to have talent to carry out the instruction. The guy can a manager can set you up in the system, but you have to be able to carry out that job. So that is the issue I have with Pogba is the fact we never ever, when you look at the teams around him, never ever did we build around him. Look at the midfield. Get someone name me the best midfield he played with. It was Matic and Herrera. Is that a champ? Is that a Premier League title?
Always said Herrera was one of your biggest mistakes.
It was. It wasn't a mistake.
Wait. And that shows. And that shows the levels where we're at. There, we're talking about Herrera being the best midfielder. He's not even special. So when people turn around and tell me, "Oh, this,"
he's efficient and does his job.
He's efficient. You know what he is? And a very, very good squad player. That's where he should be. If United are approaching it correctly, he should be backing up the other midfielders.
Here's the thing that Pep and Klopp have done. Yeah, is. Back before, right, this role used to be labeled utility player. My prime examples would be like Zabaleta. When he joined us, we didn't know if he's a defender midfielder on the right. Milner is another prime example. We can now put Delph there. We can put Zinchenko there. You can put Saka will be there one day, yeah? Because... What? No. Look, listen, don't think this is shade. Hold on.
That's man, Starboy.
No, this is not shade. Please don't take this. Brother, don't disrespect. Listen, if you see that
about a player that's not even at your club, you're saying it's not shade. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? A player that's not even at your club, not been linked with your club, you're saying it's not shade. That's exactly what it is, bro.
Right, so let me finish, bro. Let me finish.
All the way in the back like this, bro. That's how much.
Let me be 100 with you. Let me be 100 with you, yeah. If you want to see that as shade, when I have just listed, yeah, Zabaleta, how many Premier Leagues? Milner, how many Premier Leagues? Champions League.
You can't sugarcoat the shade.
No, that's why Arsenal fans are fucked. That's why Arsenal fans are fucked. No, bro, I'm listing proven Premier League players and not seeing it shade.
Does Saka play for you? No. Does he play for you now? So anything other than that is shade. Continue. You've done it twice now.
That's on violence, yo. That's on
violence. I'm ashamed of myself getting rattled by City.
That's what a league title does to you, man.
Listen, let me finish.
I'm ashamed of getting rattled by a City fan. Sorry, guys.
You shouldn't be. Like I said, double the number of Premier Leagues than you, bro.
You have zero history, bro.
They've actually got history. They've actually got history now.
Look at these no European
history.
You overtake Chelsea as well.
0 European Cups.
They overtook Chelsea as well.
This show's long, man.
We overtook City.
He had to actually finish his point.
So before I go on that, because you started throwing shade at us now, like
because you threw.
Okay, so no European Cup shade.
Let him land, man.
I wasn't throwing shade. I wasn't throwing shade. I'll explain it in a minute. But as you're talking about the history thing, every football club has history, brother. Every single football club, trophies or not. However, as you wanted to talk on trophies, yeah, like I said, Premier League, because we're talking our lifetime, not like many moons ago. More Champions League. 19 years you've been in it. We've been in it 13. You reached one final, one semi-final.
Neither of us have won it,
No,
bro.
so when you say no history, bro, but when you say no history, I'm kind of like,
talk about a trophy neither of us have won. It's not.
That's offensive, by the way. Whoever posted that.
What's that?
That's it.
Someone said I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm not having that.
Right.
Someone called you an Arsenal fan.
Anyway, to go back.
Is that what someone said?
That's disrespectful. I'm not having that.
To go back and explain how it wasn't shade, yeah? Right. If you want to see it as shade, perfectly fine. But it was a compliment, bro. Because I've just listed proven Premier League players. Look, if Arsenal were buying players like Zabaleta, Milner, in their prime, you might still be up there because they're players that can move with the transition of the game. Meanwhile, you're buying these other players and you're raising your eyes thinking I'm throwing shade at Saka. One day Saka will be spoke about because of the way he can move with the game, move from left back to right back. That's what I'm saying. No longer is it a utility player. It's players that can fit into multiple roles and move. So to say Milner is shade, man's got...
you know what part I said was shade? When you said he's coming to City.
Listen. Anyways,
I didn't say he was coming to City. I didn't say he was coming to City. You misheard me.
Congratulations. What's your? Do you know what I mean? There's not really much no one can say. You done well. What do you want to? This is your time to corn. You know what I mean? Do your thing, innit? Right.
You know what, bro? I don't need to corn you because it's 4 in 5, innit? Champions League, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Bayern. I get it, the heritage. I was at the Bernabeu. I saw what happened when they scored 1 goal. I witnessed it, yeah.
Beautiful scenes, man.
I witnessed the way the whole place believed. The whole place believed, yeah. So I'll give you that. But a lot of this season, I'm hearing Liverpool, the mentality monsters, blah, 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 blah. When it comes to league football, I'm sorry. That's why I think this one felt so much to us, because of the disrespect that, like, you get into the final third. So when Liverpool fans are getting excited, thinking they're doing anything, yeah, when you get into the final third of the Premier League in this generation, yeah, and you're in a title race with City, tell me a team that's beat us. You can't, yeah? It's what we do. We're the mentality monsters. I heard Liverpool fans giving this "we fight to the end." Thanks for borrowing that, but you can't use it again because you don't fight to the end. We do. Like,
thanks for borrowing, mate.
Like, I don't want to throw shade, did it? Because the whole
hella shade, Daps. Let's go. Fuck it. Let's go, man.
It's not shade.
It's a real conversation now.
Hey, same.
If facts are shade, then fine. But I'm just spitting facts. And anyone that says anything else, all people will say is talking about the Champions League or money or fans. That's all they do. They won't talk about football because they can't. Like,
I'm not even going to do that.
The Premier League, you can't do that. Like, so people just need to understand this season. I've had my issues with City. If you would have seen me between February and March, fucking hell, I think we need to get our squad up. Our squad's definitely too light.
You were the first person to tell me, if you actually look at our 1 to 16, our squad is weak. And I was like, no, you're chatting nonsense. I think this is the first stream you've done. And when I look back at it and I went through 1 to like 17, I'm thinking, shit, they have youngsters on their bench.
Pep's let it go too small. He's let it drop a bit. And I think this summer, the reason why we're starting doing our business so early is because I think, like, we've witnessed it over the last few weeks. We dragged the car over the line, yeah? And I think maybe they've realised, you know what, we've let our squad get that little bit too low now. So I think we're going to strengthen in the summer. Few players will go. Jesus and Sterling, maybe. But yeah, look, if we wouldn't have won the league, it would have been a bad season. But we won the league. And we won the league in a sensational way against Liverpool. And I don't really know what to say. I'm happy, man. I can just relax for 2 months in it and get worried again next season.
This brings me on to my question, yeah. And I was saying this to saying an Ish in our review. One thing that pisses me off about Sunday is we didn't capitalize on you lot being down at all. If you actually
we were top all day.
Exactly. We didn't go top once. Yeah. Now let me ask you this in hindsight. It's always if this, that, and other. It didn't happen. But if we had gone top and we were winning our game whilst you were losing or drawing, do you think negative energy could have transmitted into your stadium and results would have been different?
You know what it is? Let's be honest, and this is speaking to every single City for every single City fan. When you were 1-0 down, and I can't remember how it went. Ultimately, we were top all day long, but every City fan knew you were going to win. No City fan was in there thinking, Liverpool were actually going to draw. Even to the point, I said, when it got to us being 2-0 down, I said to the guy next to me, because I jumped on my phone again, he goes, don't check their score, because he was saying it all day long. We don't need them. We don't need them. And I said, listen, brother, we're 2-0 down with 25 minutes left, yeah? We now need Wolves to pull it out the bag and hold on. He goes, we don't. Watch what happens when that one goal goes in. When the one goal went in, and this is why I'm comparing it to Real Madrid.
I knew it as well. This is why it hurt.
And this is why I get the whole Real Madrid mentality monsters in Europe, because I felt it. I felt it in the Etihad. When we scored the first goal, do you know what everyone was saying to each other? What, we having it? We on the pitch? We still needed 2 more, but everyone's discussing how we're getting them 2 more and on the pitch. And I'm not gassing, honestly.
It hurts to say this. I said to my bro when watching the game, I said to my uncle and that. The minute I saw 2-1, I said City are winning this. And it hurts to say it, but I just knew. You lot would whitewash it. I thought.
I said it with Ish. I said it. We're live on video. Go watch along. I said,
man.
Ish. As soon as I said them,
I live stream your watch along and my watch along. Fam, saying, innit? You know what I'm saying? You're welcome, fam. We was watching, man, supporting as always, man.
That game had to stay 2. That game had to stay 2-0 because the minute you got 1, I said, yeah. I even said I thought the end result would be 4-2, let alone 3-2. I thought the end result was 4-2.
But you know what they did? You know what they did? You know what they did? What they did in the last 10 minutes is what we should have fucking done at the Bernabeu. And maybe that shows that we've learned from the Bernabeu, because all we had to do in the Bernabeu was what we did for 10 minutes, for half of that, for 5 minutes, and we would have gone through. We just, every time you saw us in a position, whether it be Foden, I can sum it up, 70 minutes of crap, 20 minutes of just hard work, determination. And ultimately, De Bruyne said it afterwards in an interview. He said, you can't go the whole season and then, do you know what? City were top from the game week 15 consistently. From game week 15.
That's a joke.
If you go that whole time and then on the last day of the season, you can't let that happen. And De Bruyne said that. We can't have that season, then let that happen. And that's what you saw in the last 20 minutes.
I said for us to win the league, right? After the Etihad game, of course you have hope. I still believe we could. But I said that's the one game. Forget other teams, relying on other teams to make City drop points. Because we both dropped points in the end. But I said, for us to be champions, we need to go to their place, which we haven't won in 7-8 years, and beat them. And from when that didn't happen, I thought we can still go on because I did believe in the quad, but you kind of just know City are just like a juggernaut. They're just going to go to the finish line now, and it's been proven.
I truly believe, when we won the league the first time, look, I honestly, loads of mad things happened on that last day. Like my daughter messaged me the season we won the league over you before. For like the last 10 games, I made my daughter say, good luck, Man City, before every game, and we won them, I made her do that on Sunday, but she sent it on 3:15, but I didn't open it because I wasn't looking at my phone. I opened that message in the 70th minute, and then we scored 3 goals. So stuff like that. I don't wear football shirts to games. You've seen I don't do predictions. I honestly believe when we won that league the first time against Man United, who were still managed by Alex Ferguson at that point. And we all know that's what Fergie did. United were renowned for it. They fought to the end. They kept going and won stuff, And I honestly believe by winning our first league trophy against that Man United team in the 93rd minute, it was almost like that thing that you've been doing for 20 years. We're taking that now. That's ours, and we're going to run with that. And the beauty of this title is 10 years on, no same players in the squad, no same manager. It's no longer that squad of players. It's no longer that manager. It's now part of the club. That's what we do. We fight.
And that shows this heritage.
And that's why I said to you've got history now. Like that is history.
No one could.
That is like as soon as you hit that decade. As soon as you hit that decade, it is, bro. That's like as soon as about Chelsea. As soon as they hit that decade of like, I was like, fuck, these man got hit.
Now, Gooners will still say that
they can't get a Champions League,
and that's why I'm not doing the whole. That's why I'm not doing the whole European City without no Champions League. Forget like that said. This is a Premier League show, and that's what I'm saying. When it comes to Premier League, we can't have chat for them now. That it's their heritage. Like you said, a completely different squad, completely different manager, and you're doing the same thing. But it's crazy. Congratulate. I don't know if you saw I tagged you in that spot, Tyrese, when he said congratulations and he's crying. But
it's easy to do them things there when he never hot you up in the beginning. Though, like, you're getting that from me. Listen. Congratulations, man. It's been a mad. Would you lot say before we roll out and listen? I'm gonna do the awards next year. I didn't even know this was gonna be that long, and I'm you know what I mean? I can't keep these man hostage for this long. But I definitely want
more shows.
Yeah, we'll do it on a different show, man. Because honestly, it's been, and you can't say that you man ain't enjoyed this show. It's been banter. But before we go out, and you man, listen, love everyone in the chat. It's been mad. I think we got well over 60 likes on this one. So love. Before we go, my cousin said this. He said this quite early, to be fair, and I was like, you say some mad things, and then it started to think, actually, you know what? You're kind of right. This is the best Premier League season ever.
Not from a Chelsea perspective.
Depends on who you support.
Yeah, depends who you ask.
But if you look at it,
Depends who you're asking, innit?
From
an excitement point of view, yeah.
Was it good for Liverpool? Fans can't see past their own nose. Like, that's just how it is.
I'm asking you, what's the runners-up slot like, man?
Relegation fight, all of that.
Exactly. From an objective point of view, has there ever been a Premier League season where the last day decides so many things? Like,
good point. Who thought Leeds would stay up? To be fair, I do get it.
I can't believe they stayed up.
I'd have to check. I'm not ready.
Like, it's definitely up there, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's number one.
It's
number one. It's number one. Arsenal United fans, they can say what they want.
Nah, it's not. You know what? It was a great season for us.
For us, it's number one as well, and we lost by one, bro.
Like, we sacked our worst ever manager, so I'm good in it. That was a win in it. That was our trophy this season. When he left, I was like relief.
Bro, I was thinking, we leave it.
We did. When he got sacked, I was like, yo, this is like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And that. So that was the greatest part of the season once he was sacked. You know what I'm saying? And I called that shit down to a T.
Did you not think Ralph would do a bit better though? Did you not?
I expected him to. I did expect him, but I didn't expect the players to throw man under the bus in the manner in which they did. I didn't, because that's what happened. Like I was stated before, he came out in an interview and said we need 10, 11 new players. And rather than the players show him we don't, all they did was go out there and show him that, yeah, we actually do need 10, 11 new players, which is the case. And with the amount of players leaving, I'm happy about that because it clears up. With the rebuild, you don't have to worry about moving players on is always a problem for United because we always put people on stupid wages in terms of high amounts. But now we've got 10, 11, 12 players leaving. Clear? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm all for it. So it's a clear route. And we got money to spend. We got resources. Let's go in it and just see how the season goes. I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually optimistic because I don't know what's going to go on. Yeah, man, clip it. I say it again and again. You know what I'm saying? I come on your show and say the same shit, Daps. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Say nothing. All right, listen.
Is, man. I really do.
No, I like it, bro. It's the hope that kills you. Believe me.
Ain't even hope, man. Innit? All I said is I'm optimistic, innit?
It's got that Liverpool energy, innit?
Nah, it's not Liverpool energy. Because the expectation is not that high. The expectation is not that high. Well, Liverpool energy of what? Finishing runners up. Nah, I'm good. Like I said, innit? It's all about it. Depends on where we finish. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Yeah,
that's a simplistic comment.
Did you man not finish runners up?
It is, and to be fair, like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but like.
Nearly.
I knew that Spurs weren't going to mess it up, but there was, you know what?
It's football, innit? It's football.
It's football, like, and you had to still sit there.
When I started hearing the 3 points and stuff as well, I was like, nah.
When we say hearing Harry Kane might not play and all that, I'm like, fucking hell. But
I was confident. What was going on with that?
I know. I don't know what was going on. I was confident. I said we beat them 4-0. We comfortably smashed them 5-0. But what I'm trying to say is, it's football. Anything can happen. Greece fucking won a Euros. Anything.
I've never seen so much nerves in the Etihad. Honestly, it was so.
This is what I say to people that always think things are nailed on. Like, City are just going to win it. Liverpool going to do this. Like, we've seen crazy things.
Exactly.
Always.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
So please, everyone watching this, because I understand. Listen, if you did see any City fans in January, saying the league was done, I guarantee you they were on Twitter and they did not have a picture of themselves anywhere to be found on their account. There is no real Manchester City fan that said in January, because we knew we had to play Liverpool. We knew who Liverpool had in their games in hand. We knew we still had to face Palace on a Monday night. Games that we knew we still had to face Tottenham. Teams we had dropped points to earlier in the season, And I was saying, everyone that's screaming this league is over, are the same people that are screaming, but Liverpool can go on 18 games unbeaten. So it didn't make sense to me, but it was this narrative everyone was selling. The fact is, it does not matter. This is the Premier League. And like Mourinho said one time, he could, in Spain, afford to rest players when he was managing Madrid and then go into the Champions League. Because unless you're playing one of the top 4 or 5, as Real Madrid, you're probably going to smoke them. Whereas in the Premier League, it does not matter if you're playing Burnley or Watford. Shit happens in this league, like it really does. It's a unique league like that.
I say my fan base is shameless. I was hearing all sorts of Pookie masterclass on the
I heard 5-0 against Newcastle. I heard apparently.
Yeah, exactly. I see Arsenal.
I heard you were coming to Anfield and beating us.
I heard Arsenal were getting 3rd place.
Did hear a lot of that.
I meant to speak on this earlier. This is how dumb that comment. Do you know how dumb that comment was? It's because when you actually looked at when they thought Arsenal or Tottenham could catch up with Chelsea, it's like, boys, You two have to play each other, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not possible for like people are talking about Chelsea dropping out of top 4 and Arsenal and Chelsea going in. It's not possible.
The only reason it would happen is if our team
with Watford on the final day as well, which we were relegated.
You literally have to lose like all your games.
I said these exact things. Son's gonna win the Golden Boot against Norwich. I said that. I was like, everyone needs to just calm down. And then look, it happened.
All right,
anyway,
listen. We gotta wrap this up, man. It's been a good one. It's a late one. Thanks for everyone that's been inside. Hey, the panel looked like seriously like absolute top draw. Make sure you're gonna support. Yeah, bro. Come on.
You got on the Banter Kings, to be honest with you.
I'm clouded. That's all I've got, man. I ain't got nothing else, man. I brought a rock to a gunfight and I threw the rock. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is, isn't it? I threw the rock, man.
We appreciate you, Flawless.
Big up for having me, man. Every time.
You see, can you throw out that comment from Bosalik Endu, or how you pronounce his name?
What's that? It
says Spurs have lost 11 games and made top 4. Don't forget, 6 of those were under 5 or 6 of those were definitely under Nuno. So it doesn't matter. Again, context, you know what I mean? Context is always key.
Context.
Doesn't matter if you finish 4th and we go again.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, bro. You know them ones there. But now, listen, love everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on. Please hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, man, we'll see you for the next one.
Just one sec. Before we go.
Go ahead.
2021 Club of the Year, Champions of Europe, and still
1-2 trophies.
#7. Enjoy your time for 3-4.
Liverpool don't win.
Go on. No, before you go, big up AC. Enjoy your time in Spain and that.
Yeah, Christensen cost you the Premier League at Anfield, by the way. Hold that.
And if Liverpool don't win the Champions League, I mean, Chelsea and Liverpool need to have conversations because you've both won 2 cups. You haven't won no, so.
That's what ifs and buts, but we're doing this. This is the heritage that we're talking about. This is the heritage we're talking about.
Yeah, you're getting the heritage.
Have you got a recap stream that night? Champions League. You're doing a recap stream that night.
I'm doing a watch along.
You're doing one the day after. You're doing a watch along. Okay, cool. I just want to tune in, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm doing a watch along.
On your watch along.
Tomorrow.
I don't feel like that was cheap.
Tomorrow.
Who, me?
Oh yeah, no, it's
Are you talking about Daps? Oh, Daps. Yeah, Daps is
you.
Why?
I feel like that was
because I asked him if he's doing a watch. I want to tune in. I like to share it, man.
I feel like there was literally a bit of sarcasm in that.
Doing the preview tomorrow with Callum from Coppish and the gang, so we'll be there tomorrow. Don't worry. And like I said, heritage, innit? Like we're going against. This is the battle of heritage, I think.
Real Madrid ain't no joke.
And in football heritage terms, another Hazard man of the match against Liverpool. Reload it.
And listen, if Real Madrid win it, everyone in this country has been talking about the season Real Madrid have had, but we have to stop. If they win it, then they've knocked out City, Liverpool, and Chelsea.
They won the Premier League, man. Liverpool. Everyone should give. Everyone should give their title. Liverpool should give their domestic titles, and City should give their Premier League title to Real Madrid if they do that. They run the shit. They do that. They run the shit. No, they run the shit. It's too hard, man. You know what I'm saying? This is wrestling.
You'd love that. You'd love that, innit? You'd love that.
Absolutely, man. We are leaving with nothing, man. Of course, we are leaving with nothing.
Let's start again. All right, man. Listen. It's been Saint LFC. It's been the preview of the PL review. Love people. We'll see you again in it. We're out.